Here's how to prevent your basement from flooding and your sump pump from getting stuck. Usually the floater gets stuck that you're seeing down there, and it can no longer float up to activate the switch, and that's because of iron buildup. So once the water reaches the height of that mini well, it will start entering your basement and it will flood the entire scenery. So here we're gonna take it off. Here's what we have to deal with. The rust buildup is so heavy that the floater cannot rise, and in between the floater and the shaft there is also rust buildup that locks it together and it can no longer float. So now we're gonna attempt to clean it. We're gonna take it up and we're gonna do a vinegar and soap and baking soda mix and put it on there. We knocked off what we could and we let it dry. And here we're showing what it looks like without the floater in there. So the water is already rising. We're gonna test the pump to show that the pump is already working and has no problem. The pumps usually are never the reason for failure. Not that they never fail, but that's mostly not the issue that causing your basement to flood or your sump pump to not work. Here we can see that the pump on its own, it works no problem, and it has no issue pumping all the water out of the sump pump well. So we've verified that, and we also cleaned the floater mechanical switch, and we're gonna install it back and test, let the water accumulate and retest. And here we've reassembled everything, and you can see it's filling up again. So we're gonna let it fill to allow that floater to rise. And here we go. So now the sump pump has activated because the floater rised all the way up and it's sucking or pumping all the water outside of the house. So I've also added just a coating of ceramic wax that I use on my cars on the floater and the shaft. So to prevent water and rust from collecting and starting its buildup on there. I think it should help. Thank you and have a good day.